Oh, look, that's the museum. Museum of American History. What about other countries? Well, I guess this is DC, so of course they would only have American history. Hi.
Another human with a death wish. Welcome to the mall, tourist.
I'm not a tourist.
Come on, here you are in the mall of our nation's fine capital, taking in the sights, visiting the monuments. Face it, you're a tourist.
Okay, where did you come from?
Nice to meet you too. I'm the sentry for Underworld. City of Ghouls, inside the museum. For a tourist, you're pretty clueless. My name's Willow, by the way.
Oh, okay. Did you say a city of ghouls?
Sure did. Underworld. It's right inside the Museum of History, then through the big skull. Most of the residents ain't crazy about humans, but they'll sell to you, fix you up so long as your caps are good and you ain't a ghoul hater.
Wow, aren't you afraid of the super mutants?
Those knuckle draggers? Nah, they don't bother us ghouls. Maybe they see us as kin or something, I don't know. Now there's other assholes.
Other assholes?
Yeah, you know, those humans like you. Well, maybe not like you, I don't know, but humans all the same. The Brotherhood of Steel guys with their testosterone and power armor. Those Psycho Talon Company mercs. Those other assholes.
Oh, right. Yeah, I've seen some Talon Company mercs. The Brotherhood doesn't seem to shoot on sight, though, at least. Well, bye.
Till next time, sightseer.
It's been forever since I've seen a town of ghouls.
Look what we have here. A smooth skin. Not something you see every day around these parts. Welcome to the town of Odyssey.
You know, most people wouldn't know that this was the country's capital and all that stuff. I wonder if she was from before the war. I highly doubt tourism is a concept many people recognize either. Oh, the big skull. I see. Alright, well, I guess I'll check out this city.
Oh, well, would you look at that? We got us a smooth-skinned visitor. Ooh-wee, we ain't seen one of your type in a long time.
Smooth skin, isn't that the term used for non-ghouls?
Smooth skin? You know, because your skin is so smooth and tasty. Relax, I'm just kidding. But I had you going, didn't I?
Where am I?
You're in Underworld, smooth skin. It's the only safe place for we ghouls in DC. We're here out of sight and out of mind. The mutants leave us alone, and the slavers usually don't come this far into the city, so it's not bad. Really, the Brotherhood of Steel is the only thing we have to worry about. So long as we don't leave Underworld, that is.
Oh, right. Wait a sec. The Brotherhood of Steel, what's going on with them?
Bastards. They don't seem to be able to tell us apart from the super mutants. Or maybe they just don't care. They see us and shoot on sight. At least they have the common courtesy to miss most of the time. Still, bigots.
Wow, I didn't realize they would shoot you guys on sight. Fucking assholes. A city full of ghouls, huh?
That's right. As long as you don't bother us, we won't bother you. Feel free to come and go, trade, sleep, whatever. Just make sure that you leave whatever trouble is following you at the door, 'cause we don't want it. So enjoy your stay, smooth skin.
Yeah, alright, I'm gonna have a look around.
Enjoy your stay. Just try and keep from shooting up the place.
Oh,
We got a
don't worry.
nice little deal going on down here. We'd like to keep it nice.
Just so you know, some slavers moved in on the other side of the street at the end where that monument is, And at the other end, I saw some logs from super mutants saying they don't mind killing you guys, so you might not be as safe as you think you are. Just be careful, alright? What do you do around here?
Me? I keep every hunk of old rusted pre-war garbage around here in operating condition. We've got lights, water, and ventilation all running off the old crap they used to keep this place going for the tourists. I've managed to keep it going so far, but, well, I'm not sure how long I can keep it up.
Why? What's wrong?
We've scavenged just about all the scrap metal from all the places we can safely get to. We're scraping the bottom of the barrel here. Hell, not before long I'm gonna have to disassemble poor old Cerberus for parts. Hey, you get around, don't you? Tell you what, you bring me back any scrap metal you find out there, and I'll trade you whatever I can. We can work out a trade. We've got some stuff around here that we don't need, but a smooth skin like you might make use of it.
Oh, alright. Well, if I find any scrap metal and I come around here, I'll give it to you.
Well, all right. That's good to hear, stranger. Just come on back to me when you've gathered some scrap metal. You'll find it just about anywhere. On junked robots, in old buildings, you name it.
Oh, I think I might have some right now, actually.
And not a moment too soon.
Oh, what was our deal again?
For every 5 bits of scrap metal you give me, I'll give you a stim pack, some Radaway, or a dose of Radex. I need scrap, you need goods. We both win.
Oh, sorry, I was mistaken. Thought I had some in safe bot, but doesn't seem to have any. What can you tell me about Underworld?
We were driven underground, almost 50 years ago now. Between the super mutants, the beasts, and you crazy humans, it's not safe up there. So we stay down here, out of sight and out of trouble. We get a few smooth skins every so often, but most of us don't trust them. You're not gonna give us more reasons not to be trusting, are you?
Nah, I'm good. Could you repair my things?
Can you pay me? Then I can repair your stuff.
Yeah, sure, I've got caps. Alright, bye, thanks.
Let me know if you have any of that scrap metal to sell.
I will. I wonder if I could put this poster up around here.
The woman here won't risk a dangerous journey just to be mocked by the crowd at lollipops, but Underworld occasionally gets other smooth-skinned visitors who might see a poster. Tulip is happy to put one up in the Underworld Outfitters, and the Ninth Circle and Carol's Place get a lot of foot traffic as well.
Alright, thanks. I'll check out those places.
Yeah, there are a lot more of us down here than there are of you, smooth skin. You just behave yourself.
Oh, hey. Thanks for putting my poster up.
Oh, a human. Well, hello. Welcome to Underworld Outfitters. It's been so long since I had a customer.
What can you tell me about Underworld?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of old pamphlets and stuff down here. I've pretty much read it all.
What was this place before the Ghouls moved in?
It used to be part of the Museum of History. The exhibit that used to be here was focused on what happens after death, hell and whatnot. A lot of it was focused on this old book called Paradise Lost. It's about a guy who goes to hell. Pretty interesting stuff. I found a big box of copies of the book in one of the back rooms. Here, take one. Nobody around here wants them.
Oh, thank you. How did all the Ghouls end up here?
At first, it was just a couple people after the war. This was one of the only places that wasn't falling down or on fire after the bombs fell. I think that Carol is actually one of the few that were here then. But over the years, word got around. There had been ghouls living in little pockets all around. Not really so much anymore. Most of them either went feral or ended up here. I'm sure there are still a few out there, but anyone with any sense is in Underworld.
Oh, alright. Isn't it dangerous being this deep into the city?
Not really. The super mutants leave us alone. I guess whatever they do that turns people like them doesn't work on us. The Brotherhood of Steel will fire on us if we're out in the open, but they don't bother us down here. We've had some raiders and slavers poke their heads in, but we've got Charon and Cerberus and everyone else to take care of them. I guess when it comes down to it, being this far out of everyone's way is a good deal for us.
It's great that you guys can defend yourselves. That's all I needed to know about Underworld.
Come back any time. It's kinda lonely down here.
Aw, sorry. What do you do with the money you make down here?
Well, we spend it at Carol's or the Ninth Circle, but I don't like it there. The rest we give to Quinn to trade for stuff we need whenever he goes out.
Thanks for putting up that poster. I've got another one if you want to let anyone else know I'm hiring.
Shh, say no more.
Right, let me see what you have for sale.
Take a look. It all works.
Oh, interesting statue. Why would a history museum have an exhibit on Paradise Lost?
Attend! Civilian on deck.
What are you? What do you do around here?
I am Cerberus. It is my solemn duty to guard the citizens of Underworld against any and all threats, both foreign and domestic. So yes, I'm the guard dog.
Oh, what can you tell me about Underworld?
This is a town full of peace-loving ghouls, so check your bigotry at the door. They're just like humans. They feel, they hurt, they bleed. They deserve the same love and respect as any human, and don't you forget it. At least that's what they programmed me to say. Personally, I think they're a bunch of rotting zombie maggot farms, and I'd send them all back to hell if I could. Damn this combat inhibitor!
Wow. Okay. That sounded nice until I realized that it was just programmed. Fuck you, man. You ever get outside into the wasteland?
Negatory. I have been programmed to remain on premises at all times. In the event of hostilities, I will respond with deadly force. Go, Underworld! Go, Ghouls! Eh! Damn this pansy zombie programming.
Yeah, well, damn you. Bye.
Resuming patrol.
Fuck off. It's probably for the best that they program restrictions into them. Chop shop. Huh.
What do you need?
You're a doctor, right? I could use some help.
Sure, I could patch you up. Nothing too serious. I don't...
Oh, right. Here's your money.
This won't hurt a bit. Nah, just kidding. It will probably hurt a lot. Hold still.
Okay.
You're all set. Are we done here?
Yeah.
Do you need my help?
Hi.
Dr. Barrows at your service. What brings you to the chop shop? Come to lend me a hand, I hope. I can always use fresh human samples.
Wait, what do you mean, fresh human samples?
You haven't heard? I'm the foremost authority on ghoul evolution. I want to know what makes us tick. Something doomed us to this rotting form, and I aim to discover what it is. So, I need samples of human skin, organs, and other parts to make the experiments valid.
Sorry, I aim to keep all my samples to myself. For now.
Pity. Well then, what can I do for you?
You want to trade?
Yes? What do you need? You be careful now.
Yep, thanks for the trade. Oh, hi.
Welcome to the chop shop. I'm Nurse Graves, Dr. Borrow's assistant. Don't let our place's name fool you. The doctor is very good with injuries, dismemberments, and trauma. If you require any stim packs or blood packs, let me know.
Oh, right, thanks. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Oh, I wonder who this is.
This woman appears to be in some sort of coma.
What can you tell me about that woman over there?
Poor girl. I didn't think she'd make it through the first night she was brought in here. Dr. Burrows has done everything in his power to keep her alive.
You seem to be taking very good care of her.
Well, she's very important to Dr. Burrows, and she's my patient. I don't care if she's human or ghoul, she gets treated the same here.
It's nice that you care so much.
I don't share the philosophy that ghouls and humans are different. We were all the same once. So why should I treat Riley any worse than a ghoul who comes here looking for help? Anyway, I must get back to my duties. If you need anything else, please let me know.
Right, yeah, I will.
I'm afraid she's going to be out for a while. She's not well at all. Don't worry, though. I'm sure the rest of Riley's Rangers will show up soon and take her home.
Riley's Rangers?
Oh, you must be new around here. They're a mercenary company that bases itself out of the DC ruins. I'm assuming she's their leader, Riley. What was left of her armor had her name stenciled on it. She was in a pretty bad way when they found her outside Underworld.
What's wrong with her?
She had multiple lacerations, contusions, broken leg, some internal bleeding, and blunt force trauma. She hasn't been conscious since they brought her in a few days ago. I'd say she tangled with some super mutants and lost. It's a miracle she isn't dead.
Oh, wow, how did she end up in here?
She was just brought in by a few others. They found her bleeding to death at the entrance to the city here. If she'd been out in the tunnels any longer, she'd have been someone's meal by now.
Wow, do you think there's any way to revive her?
Well, I wouldn't recommend it. She's in some sort of coma. It's dangerous to force someone out of one. There's no telling when she'll come out of it, I'm afraid.
Oh, do you mind if I try to revive her?
Unless you're an expert at medicine, I wouldn't recommend it. You may end up doing more harm than good. However, I'm all for helping my patients, so if you think you have the ability, be my guest.
Why don't you tell me more about Riley's Rangers?
They're a mercenary group. I've seen them pass through Underworld a few times. I'm not sure what their mission entails, but I suspect that it involves violence. The Rangers have a small headquarters not far from here. Let me program the location into your Pip-Boy.
Oh, thanks. I'd really like to speak to Riley and find out what happened to her.
It would be dangerous for me to prematurely awaken her. The sudden shock to her system could provoke any number of complications.
Look, I'm skilled in medicine. I might be able to help you. If you revive her, I can find out what happened and help her.
Very well. This is against my better judgment, but so be it. I just hope she has the strength to cope with the system shock.
What? Where am I? What happened? How long have I been out?
Not long, fortunately.
Right. Can't remember what I was doing. Wait! Oh, shit! My men! My team! What happened to them?
Wait. I don't think you're in any condition to be up and about.
That's not the way I do things. Do you have any idea what it would do to my reputation if word got around that Riley of Riley's Rangers was laid up in a hospital bed?
Riley's Rangers, huh? Never heard of you.
You been stuck living in a vault the last decade or something?
Yes.
We're Guns for Hire, the best merc group in the Capital Wasteland. If you need something done in there, you seek us out.
Oh, alright. So what's this about needing help? Tell me the whole story.
We were mapping the Vernon Square part of the downtown ruins and got jumped by a super mutant ambush party. Usually it isn't a problem, but this group was bigger than usual. We fought our way into Our Lady of Hope Hospital, hoping to find cover.
Let me guess, more super mutants inside?
You got it. More of the ugly bastards just kept coming. We fought our way to the roof and found a way across to the Statesman Hotel next door. The super mutants seemed driven, like they smelled blood. They kept following us. Once in the hotel, the only way to go was up.
Bad move, I'm guessing.
Very bad move, but we had no choice. On the way, we lost Theo, one of my guys. We were unable to get the ammo case off of his body as we were pushed onwards. So, guns almost dry, we hit the roof of the Statesman.
Last stand?
Last stand? Well, we hope not. We figured we'd get up there and get a better signal to radio the Brotherhood of Steel for help. Problem is, help never arrived. Vernon Square is so thick with the super mutants, I don't think they could slip through.
So that leaves them up there. How come you're here?
My bad idea, I'm afraid. I had a stealth boy, which allowed me to slip off the roof unnoticed. The plan was to get back to get some help. I was almost at the street when a super mutant jumped me. Damn near ripped my arm off in the process. Last thing I remember was falling into a culvert. Now I'm here. Some rescue attempt, huh?
Oh, right. What did you need from me?
Get the Rangers home. Please. That's all I want. I don't care how you do it.
All right. I'll do it.
Whew. I was holding my breath on that one, I think. I wasn't sure what you were going to say. All I ask is that you hurry. I don't know how much longer they will be able to survive up there. I also recommend you try and find the body of Theo, one of my men. He was carrying our main ammo supply. Here, let me punch the ammo box code and some better directions into your Pip-Boy there.
Oh, right, thanks. I'll try my best, no promises. Could you tell me more about Riley's Rangers?
There's 5 of us. Oh, wait. 4 now. I almost forgot about Theo. Poor bastard. Besides myself, of course, we have Brick, our heavy weapons specialist, Butcher, our medic, and Donovan, our tech. All of them have been with me for years. I trust any of them with my life.
I don't mean to be rude, Riley, but how do I know they're still alive?
Before I left, I gave them an order to keep broadcasting for help over their radio. Hopefully, when you get near their location, you'll pick it up.
Oh, right. Where's Theo's body?
We lost him on one of the stairwells on the 2nd floor of the Statesman Hotel. He almost made it, but one of the muties hit us with a frag grenade. Blew him apart. If you can get to his ammo crate, there's a ton of rounds inside. Bring as many as you can to the Rangers.
Right, let me ask you about something else.
Okay, go ahead.
Can you think of anything that will help me get there?
We have a headquarters not far from here. If you can make it there, you're welcome to anything you need inside. Just punch in Riley 0247 at the gate. We have ammo, supplies, you name it.
Oh, right. What can you tell me about Vernon Square?
If I wasn't asking for your help, I'd tell you to stay away. It's thick with super mutants. I don't know why. Butcher, our team medic, has always suspected something's in the area they are looking for or being attracted to. The only place worse I can think of is the mall.
How can I get there from Underworld?
Your best bet is to stay with the metro tunnels. Head north from here to Metro Central. Then look for the tunnels to the DuPont Circle Station. Exit from the DuPont Circle Station into what we call the dry sewers, and eventually you'll wind up in Our Lady of Hope Hospital.
All right. Any good news about the area?
Not much, I'm afraid. Oh, wait. The hospital may have some supplies that will help you. We saw some storerooms on the way to the roof, but didn't have time to raid them.
Oh, okay. All right, well, I'll try my best. Bye.
Watch yourself. Those ruins are badass.
Yeah, all right.
Hello.
You rest. Riley told me that the code to Theo's ammo box is Riley 9090. Riley said I have to enter Our Lady of Hope Hospital and make my way to the 2nd floor. From there, I have to take a fallen radio antenna bridge across the street onto the Statesman Hotel's 2nd floor and then work my way to the roof. Riley told me that Theo's body can be found on the 2nd floor of the Statesman Hotel in one of the stairwells. There should be an ammo box nearby. Riley told me that the password to the Ranger compound is Riley0247. Using the Metro tunnels, head north from here to Metro Central, then look for the tunnels to the DuPont Circle Station. Exit from DuPont Circle Station into the dry sewers, and follow to Our Lady of Hope Hospital. Alright, well, all these notes should help me remember. Well, Doc, seemed to work.
Yes, what is it now? Please be brief, I'm quite busy.
Do you think Riley will be okay?
She's a very lucky young lady not to have suffered damage from her coma. She'll be just fine as long as she takes it easy.
Alright, that's great. What can you tell me about Vernon Square?
Oh my, that's a dangerous part of the DC ruins. Every patrol Underworld has sent even near that zone has come back in bad shape, or hasn't returned at all.
Oh wow, okay, bye.
Bye.
I'll see you later. I really want to see that guy's research on ghouls.
Examination of the post-necrotic human. In my 7 years studying the ghoul anatomy, I discover more and more evidence to support my theory on the nature of the not radiological human, or ghoul as they are commonly called. In summary, I theorize that our unnaturally long lifespan is due to a mutation within the autonomic nervous system of certain individuals following exposure to specific combinations of ionizing radiation with wavelengths below 10 picometers. This mutation, it seems, disrupts the normal process of decay in the neurotransmitters along the spinal cord. Specifically, the transmitters affected are those responsible for cardiac and respiratory function in a healthy human. According to my studies, these transmitters are continually regenerated after mutation, carrying sufficient oxygen to sustain the life of the subject while being insufficient to retain skin elasticity and avoid necrosis, the result of which is the corpse-like appearance of post-mutation humans. It should be noted that exposure to radiation typically result in sickness followed by death, and the X factor that will lead to mutation upon exposure in lieu of the typical outcome remains unknown to this researcher. In the coming months, I will be assembling my findings on this subject into a full study. Neurology of the luminous necrotic post-humans. The brain structure of the luminous necrotic post-human, colloquially referred to as a glowing one, indicates that the regenerative ability of the neurological systems that affords typical necrotic post-humans their longevity does not extend into the higher reasoning functions of the brain itself. This subject is further covered in a report on the dissection of feral necrotic post-humans. The distinctive luminescence that is the trademark of the glowing one can be best attributed to an unusual amount of radioactive chemicals that building up in the bloodstream and muscle tissue of a typical ghoul. Upon the transformation into a feral ghoul, the neurological systems of the body cease filtering these particles from the blood and tissue, instead causing them to build a distinctive bioluminescence that is distinctive of the glowing ones. Their social structure seems to be different from that of the feral ghoul. They actively seek out others of both their strain and those afflicted with ferocious post-necrotic dystrophy, particularly those who may have been injured. Studies on the nature of their healing effects on other ghouls continues with no conclusive results as of yet. Study of ferocious post-necrotic dystrophy. The brain structure of the feral necrotic posthuman indicates that the regenerative ability of the neurological systems that affords typical necrotic posthumans their longevity does not extend into the higher reasoning functions of the brain itself. This is a condition that I refer to as ferocious post-necrotic dystrophy. As the reasoning and high-order thinking portions of the brain deteriorate, the post-human subject becomes increasingly hostile, giving into a carnal need to feed as opposed to the capacity for thinking that reasoning that a typical neurotic post-human retains. It remains unclear exactly what precipitates this change in biology and psychology, but anecdotal evidence seems to indicate that non-social ghouls, or those in isolation, are more prone to the condition.
Oh, that's really interesting. I didn't realize that ghouls can live so long because what sustains their life, it just keeps regenerating. And I didn't realize that the reason feral ghouls are feral is because their higher functioning doesn't regenerate. That's actually really interesting. Also, what's interesting is that X factor, whatever causes some people to turn into ghouls and everyone else to just get sick and die from radiation, it seems to be just blind luck whether you have that or not. Alright, so what else do they have down here?
Think you're so pretty.
Wake up, Wasteland! It's me, Reno, bringing you all the music and news your little hearts can handle. Ah, yes, time for the news. The boys and girls of the Brotherhood of Steel continue to fight. The good fight, folks. They've recently stepped up patrols in the downtown DC ruins in response to increasing sightings of everybody's favorite freaks, the super mutants. Without our buddies from the Brotherhood, I'm guessing the entire Capital Wasteland would have been overrun a long time ago.
The best I can hope for is that
So
the
if you see
liquor
a
kills
knight
me
or a
before
paladin
some
out there fighting your
mutated
battles
beast
for
turns me
you,
into a
give
snack.
them a big thanks.
Dude,
Or even
partially
better,
buzzed.
some ammo.
Minus 5 points.
Thanks for listening, children. This is Three Dog, ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio. We're Radio Free Wasteland, and we're here for you. And now a super important public service announcement. Listen, kiddos, never forget the importance of periodic weapon maintenance. Rifle, pistol, police baton, I don't care which. If your weapon is falling
Mr.
apart, the
Azrael,
only wasteland
I
asshole
want
is
to
gonna
ask you
kill is you.
something.
So be smart. Salvage those parts and make repairs whenever you can. And now, some music.
Yes, friend, what brings you to me today? Come on now. Spit it out. I haven't got all day.
How you liking the place? You
I
think
was
you might
wondering if
want
I
to
could
move in?
get, you know, one of the
I
special
don't know.
drinks.
I'm getting cold feet.
Oh, yes, of course.
Well,
of course, my
it's
friend.
natural to be a little
See me
anxious
later
moving
tonight.
to a new place.
We'll make sure
No,
that you have all
That's
the
not what I'm
pick-me-ups that you
saying.
need.
The floors here are as
Oh,
cold as hell.
thank you.
It's like they're
Thank
made of
you,
ice or
Mr.
something.
Azrael. Thank
I
you
don't know
so
if I can get
much.
used to it.
Don't mention it, my friend. That's what I'm here for.
Huh, that's
What is there to
kinda
eat
shady.
around here? Same as everywhere else. Although sometimes I wonder if the doc isn't chopping up those humans that go in for treatment and sending the meat to the kitchen. Wait, wouldn't that be considered cannibalism? That depends on how you feel about humans.
You know, the
could
cider
say
isn't
they're
half
just
bad.
desserts.
For malted red, what's new?
Are you kidding? I wouldn't feed that shit to the dog.
This is our town. You best be careful.
Yeah. Hi.
Well now, looky here. We got us a smooth skin that I ain't ever seen before. I'm Azrakal, and this is the 9th Circle. Folks got problems, and I got liquor to sell 'em. Well, liquor and a few other pick-me-ups. You need anything, you just let me know.
Oh, you got some drugs. What can you tell me about Underworld?
It's the only place in the Capital Wasteland where my people can escape the misery of the world above. And that misery, well, it makes a man like me very happy and very, very wealthy.
I need a drink.
I got whatever you need.
Hey, let me see the real goods.
Why, whatever do you mean? I'm a simple barkeep, nothing more.
Look at these people. They're jetting. Trust me, I know.
Ah, an educated consumer. My favorite kind. Yes, I think I can help you. Simply step over here, my friend, and I'll show you my stock of more potent goods.
Why do you bother to hide what you sell?
While there is no law in Underworld per se, I'd rather not end up at the receiving end of an angry lynch mob. There's no shortage of do-gooders around here, and it would be just like them to take it upon themselves to interfere in a fair business transaction. Honestly, I have something to sell, and you want to buy it. Now, why is that anyone else's business, huh?
Maybe it's the power that it gives you over other people by the fact that you're supplying what you're selling. Show me the goods.
As you wish, my friend.
So, is the Lincoln Memorial around here somewhere?
Yeah, just east of here. Bunch of guys with guns are holed up there.
Alright, well, at least you guys know. Who's that guy in the corner?
That's Sharon. Let's just say, well, he's a loyal employee. Don't mess with me, and he won't mess with you.
He's a loyal employee? What do you mean?
I hold his contract, which makes me his employer. He will do what I ask, when I ask, without question. You see, Sharon grew up around a very interesting group of individuals. They, well, I guess you could say that they brainwashed him. He is absolutely loyal to whomever holds his contract. Unfailing, unflinching, until the day that employment ends. Don't get me wrong. I have no doubt that he holds no end of animosity towards me. But so long as he is my employee, he is as gentle as a teddy bear.
Right. So he's your slave?
No, he is not. Ma'am, you insult me. I do not believe in slavery. It is an abomination. I am a firm believer in personal choice. To force another person into bondage is unthinkable. Chains are earned, never forced. Sharon made some choices that landed him in my employ. The matters of our contract is between him and I, no one else.
So as long as the chains and bondage are made out of paper and signatures, it's fine then. He doesn't say much, does he?
His company is rather refreshing, isn't it? But don't mistake his brevity for stupidity. That would be very unwise. Underestimating an opponent has been the last mistake of far too many individuals throughout history.
Right. So what does he do for you?
Watches over the bar, keeps the drunks in line. Pretty much, I point at something and Sharon hurts it. He's the best thug a corrupt bartender could ever ask for. He never bothers me with his own annoying sense of morality.
Right, morality is so annoying. Let's talk about something else.
Very well. You ask too many questions as it is.
Anyway, bye.
Drink till she's pretty. Sorry, ghoul joke. Guess you wouldn't get it.
Uh-huh. Hey, Sharon.
Talk to Azrakal.
I just,
I said talk to Azrakal.
Right.
No, go talk to Azrakal.
Yeah, but...
Talk to Azrakal.
Fine.
Where do I go to get stuff fixed? Are you kidding? Pretty much everyone here's got a wrench in their pocket. What did you break? Nothing yet. But after what I had for lunch, I got a feeling the toilet is gonna need fixing pretty soon.
Hey Azrakal, do you think maybe I could put a poster up in here?
The woman here won't risk a dangerous journey just to be mocked by the crowd at lollipops, but this place occasionally gets other smooth-skinned visitors who might see a poster.
Alright, what else is up here?
Democracy, dear America. Democracy now and forever. Reflect upon all I have said, my America. Reflect
excuse me.
and wait. For soon, this great nation will be reborn, and the Enclave will be its salvation. Until we meet again, this is President Eden signing off.
Bleh. Hi.
Oh, hey, look at that. A human with hair. Hey, you think we can do something about that?
About what? My hair?
Yeah, man, that's what I do. I cut hair. I know you look around here and there ain't a lot of work to show off, right? These corpses only got half a head of this stuff, so I never get a chance to work on a full head. Come on, no charge.
Alright, sure.
Now we're talking. What do you need?
Just, clean it up for me. How does a ghoul end up as a barber?
I prefer stylist myself, but whatever works for you. Everyone has a gift, you know? I used to live in Rivet City. Folks there had enough money for me to do okay, but after I, changed, no one would let me touch them. I ended up here. Of course, a ghoul with a barbershop makes about as much sense as a screen door on a submarine, so fuck it. I just took up Jet. At least it passes the time, you know?
Shit. I didn't realize Rivet City was full of bigots. You said something about taking Jet over here.
Well, yeah. So, what else do I have to do except get high? You think that I need to be sober to cut a ghoul's hair? Half the work is cutting the skin off. These guys don't care how they look anyway. They just humor me.
Well, enjoy your Jet and I hope you get to cut some hair soon. Bye.
Remember, no charge.
Yeah, I'll remember that.
Yeah. Every day there's some...
Hi.
Yeah, what is it? Oh my, someone new. I'm so sorry. You must think me terribly rude. Welcome to Carol's place. I'm Carol. It's not much, I know, but it's mine. So if you need anything, just let me know. Greta will get you any food you want, and I handle the rooms. It's so good to have someone new here, especially a pretty young smooth skin like yourself. I hope you like it here.
Oh, thanks. Wait, Carol, that sounds familiar.
I wandered into town looking for an escape from this stupid joke of a body I'm trapped in. If you ever get to Underworld, tell Carol that I said hi.
Have you ever heard of a guy named Gob?
Gob? Yes, of course. He's my son. Well, not really. Not like you would think of a son. We ghouls don't really work like that, but I love him like he's my own. Do you know him? Have you seen him? Is he all right?
Oh, well, your adopted son is working in a bar in Megaton.
Oh, that's wonderful news. I'm so glad. If you see him, please tell him that his mother misses him and loves him and that I hope he's happy. But he shouldn't come visit. It's too dangerous. No, he should stay put where he is.
Well, he runs his own bar now with a friend named Nova. So how did you end up here?
Oh, that's such a long story. You couldn't possibly want to hear about that.
No, Carol, I'd love to hear your story.
Well, okay. But it's nothing special. I was born in 2051, so yes, that makes me a pre-war ghoul.
Do you remember the day the war started?
I do. I was in a shelter with my father when the bombs hit. In D.C., we had the luxury of getting a warning after the West Coast was gone. I was just a little girl then. We couldn't afford a space in one of the vaults. I remember filing down into that shelter, my father rushing me in. He stopped to help this one family. And I looked up and called his name. There was a flash of light brighter than anything you can imagine. I woke up a few hours later. The first thing I did was run up to where my father had been. he was gone. But the strangest thing, there was his shadow, burned into the wall so crisp and clear, like he was standing next to me. The heat had burned it into the concrete.
Oh, I read about that. It's called a nuclear shadow. It's when someone stands in the way of the blast. Sounds like your dad was a really good person, trying to help people even when his own family was in danger. I'm a little jealous. What was the wasteland like after the war?
The city was on fire for weeks, maybe months, I don't know. I hid down here in the museum. It was the closest building to the shelter I was in. But I could hear what was happening above. People howling like animals, chaos, looting, killing. It's like every foul thing inside of them came out. It was a nightmare. I don't want to talk about it.
Well, I think you're probably kind of traumatized. So how did you end up as a ghoul?
I don't know how it happens. Dr. Burroughs says it was radiation. All I know is that people kept showing up here in the museum. After things calmed down above ground, we tried to live down here as best we could. After a while, things got strange. My skin started to get dry and flake off. Everyone's did. It took a while. Months, maybe a year. But sooner or later, everyone ended up like this. Some of them went crazy. Some of us just accepted it. After a while, other ghouls would find their way in here, and Underworld just sort of grew. No one bothered us down here. We were happy enough to leave them alone. And once my Greta showed up, it was a good enough life for me.
Aw, you and Greta are together? That's nice. See, you said you weren't interesting.
You tell the same story for 200 years, you'll feel pretty uninteresting too.
Nah, you'll just be very rehearsed in your very interesting story. So, how much for a room?
Nah. Oh, 120 caps, I guess.
120 cap sounds good to me.
Okay, it's right over there, middle room.
Alright, thanks. You run this place with Greta?
That's right, her and I have been together for, about 60 years now. But things haven't really been the same since Gob left. He was like a son to me. I think Greta was always a little jealous of him.
Aw, that's so sweet. What can you tell me about Underworld?
I've been here since we founded the town. Before that, well, life out in the wastes wasn't very pleasant for us. But so long as we stay down here, we can live our lives as people, not monsters. I think things are better this way for everyone.
It's nice getting to know you.
You're not bad for a human.
Alright, bye, Carol.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. I want to talk to you.
Hi.
What are you looking at? You'd think you'd never seen a ghoul up close before.
Easy now, I've got nothing against ghouls.
Is that so? Even if I call you a milk-sucking, mutant-loving, water-stealing whore?
All true, except for the part about the water.
I like a human that knows his place. Too many of you think we're all just zombies. They don't know or don't care that we're just as human as they are inside. We bleed, we hurt, we regret. And you know what really pisses me off? They think the only way to kill us is to shoot us in the head, like in the old zombie stories, and that'll put us out of our misery. Hey, I know. Maybe you could help me even the score.
What's the plan?
Not everyone is as sympathetic to ghouls as you are. In fact, some humans are downright bigots. They treat us like zombies, calling us brain eaters and shufflers. Well, I'm gonna make them pay. Before I get into the details, you don't have anything against killing, do you?
Not for the right cause.
Or the right money, huh? I've got this list of people. Ghoul bigots. Real scum. I've only got 4 guys left on the list. Started with 11. All of them hate ghouls and treat us like we're zombies. They all deserve to die, but it has to be done with a headshot. Just like the old stories where zombies can only be killed that way. I'll give you 100 caps for each of them. If they die some other way, I'm only paying 25, though.
Well, sure. I'll try to talk to them first, but bigots don't really have a place in society.
Excellent. Take this sniper rifle. You'll need it. Here's a list of the guys and their last known locations. Word will get around if Tenpenny's killed, but I'll need proof for the others. Bring me back something personal from each of them as proof, like a key, a ring, or something.
Alright. What do you have against these guys? Besides just being bigots.
They're ghoul haters. I want them all dead. Don't you think that's enough?
I mean, fair enough. What can you tell me about Underworld?
It's a place for ghouls. Here, we're just people, not monsters. There are too many places where a ghoul can't get a fair shake.
Alright, I'll see you later.
Bye.